Turkish authorities have disclosed that 2 U.S. Navy warships are set to sail into the Black Sea soon. As of now, it's unclear which 2 warships will undertake the mission. There are some reports that indicate these may be Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, USS Donald Cook (DDG-75) and USS Roosevelt (DDG-80). Viewers may note that under the 1936 Montreux Convention, countries that do not have a Black Sea coastline must give advance notice about the deployment of naval vessels in and out of the Black Sea. The move comes after a significant Russian force buildup was observed in Crimea and near its borders with Ukraine. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why 2 U.S. Navy warships are heading into the Black Sea to confront Russia. Let's get into the details. This video is sponsored by War Thunder. If you are, like us, fascinated by military vehicles and technology, I recommend you give War Thunder a try. It's a military vehicle combat game which you can download and play for free on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One with cross-platform support. It has a huge variety of more than 1,200 playable aircraft, tanks, helicopters, and ships from the 1930s to the 1990s, which you can take to battle on land, in the air, and at sea on more than 80 theaters of war. War Thunder's been kind enough to offer all Defense Updates viewers a special bonus, which will grant you a free premium tank, aircraft, or ship, and 3 days of premium account time for registering using our link in the description below. So take the plunge and join more than 20 million players from around the world. In 2014, Russia took over Crimea. Russia says its seizure of the territory was in response to the will of locals, who voted overwhelmingly to join Russia in a hastily organized referendum in 2014 that was dismissed as illegitimate by the international community. Since then, human rights groups have criticized a crackdown on freedom of speech in the region, and the indigenous Crimean Tatar population has reported harassment and arrests. President Joe Biden said recently the United States will never recognize Russia's annexation of Ukraine's Crimea region. His statement came on the 7th anniversary of Russia's invasion and seizure of the Crimean Peninsula. The takeover provoked a wider military standoff in eastern Ukraine that hasn't ceased to date. Biden said in a statement, "The United States continues to stand with Ukraine and its allies and partners today, as it has from the beginning of this conflict. On this somber anniversary, we reaffirm a simple truth: Crimea is Ukraine." He added, "The United States does not and will not recognize Russia's purported annexation of the peninsula, and we will stand with Ukraine against Russia's aggressive acts." A number of images have emerged that seem to be revealing the Russian military redeploying armor and artillery units into Crimea and near its borders with Ukraine. This includes T-90 battle tanks, BMP-3 infantry fighting vehicles, and Mista-S 152mm self-propelled artillery pieces. Also, there are reports that some new combat aircraft have also been deployed to Crimea. It's to be noted that Crimea is already one of the most well-defended areas and has multiple S-400 air defense systems, combat aircraft such as Su-30 and Su-24M jets, as well as Iskander hypersonic ballistic missiles, Bastion anti-ship defense systems. The addition of more military hardware has heightened tensions, and a new round of hostilities may be around the corner. Ukraine's army commander, General Ruslan Kamchak, says Russia has deployed 28 battalion tactical groups near Ukraine's eastern border and in Crimea, which would amount to 20,000 to 25,000 troops. According to General Kamchak, Russia also has nearly 3,000 officers and military instructors in the rebel units in eastern Ukraine. During a call with Russian President Vladimir Putin, German Chancellor Angela Merkel called for the removal of these troop reinforcements in order to achieve a de-escalation of the situation. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said Russia is free to deploy its troops wherever it wants on its territory. He accused the Ukrainian military of an escalation of provocative actions along the line of control in the east that threatens Russia's security. The Kremlin has fears that a civil war could resume in Ukraine, and if a civil war, a full-scale military action, resumes near our borders, that would threaten the Russian Federation's security, Peskov said. The ongoing escalation of tensions is quite unprecedented. The Arleigh Burke-class destroyers are multi-role platforms and are equipped with a diverse array of weapons for anti-aircraft warfare, anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, as well as can intercept ballistic missiles through Aegis Ballistic Missile Defense System. It has, in total, 96 cells Mark 41 Vertical Launch System (VLS), divided into two blocks of 32 and 64 cells. These can be configured with the combination of weapons, which include RIM 156A, SM-2ER, Block 4 for anti-aircraft and anti-ship role, SM-3 for ballistic missile defense, ESSM for anti-missile role, SM-6 for anti-air and anti-ship warfare, Tomahawk for land attack, and VL ASROC for anti-submarine role. It has two Mark 141 Harpoon missile launchers for anti-ship role, as well as two Mark 32 triple torpedo tubes are present, launching Mark 46 or Mark 50 torpedoes. Apart from these, the Burks are equipped with Sikorsky SH-60B helicopters responsible for anti-submarine warfare, and a plethora of weapons like long-range naval guns and a variety of close-in weapon systems. Russia has always been against the visits of U.S. and other NATO warships to the Black Sea. In the current situation, the deployment of the two warships is surely meant to send a signal to Russia. The all-around capability of Arleigh Burke-class destroyers will act as a deterrence. These will help monitor the situation, as well as will be able to respond quickly in case of any eventuality. While U.S. Navy warships will be on the crosshair of Russian anti-ship missiles, the particular Burks have special modifications to counter anti-ship missiles, which include AN/SLQ-62 Transportable Electronic Warfare Module Speed to Fleet, as well as CRAM Point Defense Systems, apart from traditional systems like Phalanx CIWS. It's to be noted that in case a conflict breaks out, the Black Sea will be in the center of it all, and the two Arleigh Burke-class destroyers will most certainly play a major role. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.